Hey guys, welcome back. We're looking at XRP and you can see how XRP right now is reacting. We talked about it already in terms of the buying off of this 1.1 support, and the level we want to be looking out at is this 38.2, so the 1.4167. Now, what we are seeing is how after it broke this level, we are seeing some selling happening. That's because Bitcoin is trying to reclaim above 70k. It's sitting at 71k right now, but it isn't sitting comfortably, and so we're seeing the rest of crypto to also fall with it, but it's able to hold on to this 1.4167 level, and so that's very important. Now, I think there is two very important levels for XRP right now. One is the constant buying at 1.5. So if we're able to see XRP constantly touch 1.5 and people are buying there, and we're actually consolidating around this area, so a little bit higher than where we are right now, that itself would be a very bullish signal. The reason why I say that is because previously, when you saw from this candle over here that dropped over 19% for XRP, it's because we fell below the 1.5 and then we saw the price flush along with it. We were seeing beforehand how it was trying to hold on this 1.5 through these two candles respectively. First one with the low of 1.501 and then the second one with 1.5085. And then it was only after it broke it did we see the price actually flush down this low. And so we knew that 1.5 was a very important level. And so this is why I want to see the price of XRP right now to hover more around 1.5, because that at least shows that people are able to buy at 1.5. And because it was historically used as a support line, because it was historically used as a psychological level, we are able to know that people are most likely going to be buying in. Now, the problem is we're not seeing the price at 1.5. We had this on the first day when it recovered, when we saw XRP up 21%. It did actually go above. It went to the high of 1.55. But we need to see it be sitting at 1.5 constantly. Right now, it seems people are trying to stack at this 1.4167. But if you want to ask me which level do I think holds a better understanding, which holds a better structure, it would be 1.5 over where we are right now. Nevertheless, it's still good to be seeing bias at this current level, but you just ultimately want certain psychological levels to be backed by whales, to be backed by a bullish bias and long-term bias. And so that's why, like I said, we want to see it at 1.5. Another big thing to worry about right now, or at least to note, is that we may be seeing still the rejection to go below 1.4167. Remember, Bitcoin is still trying to reclaim above the 70s. It's not yet comfortable with being above 70s. We're already seeing it fluctuate. So what we could also still see is XRP falling below 1.4167. If it does, then you can be looking at another possibility of touching 1.16 again. But once again, we have to see it kind of fight for this level. Now, if we are able to see it hold, which I think we are, and ultimately going back to what I said earlier, if we are able to see it being bought in at 1.5, then my target level is going to be 1.77 higher. But I think right now, the confirmation for me to know within the next week, can we see XRP back at 1.77? That would be for the way for me to identify it would be that for this coming week that is happening, from Monday to Wednesday, if we are able to see the price consistently at around the 1.5 level, showing that there are buyers, I think by the end of the week, we can see 1.77. However, if we're not seeing constant bias at 1.5 and we're just seeing consolidation, then, you know, you're just going to, that's pretty much what you're going to be seeing. If we're not seeing any major movements from Monday to Wednesday, we're likely just going to be looking at consolidation. But furthermore, if we're actually seeing seller rejection or seller momentum increasing and the buyers rejection, again, what I said with XRP going to 1.1 will probably be something that's on the table. Now, as always, none of this is financial advice. Do take us a grain of salt, and I'll catch you guys next time.